Everyone, today I'm still working in our big art journal. Man, we are making some good progress on our pages here today, and I've decided that I want to work on this spread that has a watercolor paper and a burlap page. And let me tell you, when you get these different journals that have, multiple types of paper in it, this burlap is a little bit intimidating, but now I think I've found, a couple solutions as we're working through this big art journal on how you can handle a page like that. So today I'm feeling like we may do an abstract over here and a stencil over here. So I've just pulled out some colors that called to me today. I've got some of these Blick Matte acrylics. I've got sage blue and blue red medium, orange medium, pearl white. I've got some raw umber. I could pull out some other colors. I could do some mark making. Kind of feel like I want to just start this with some mark making. So I've got my Pitt graphite matte pencil in the 14B because I love that really heavy. I've got some paint on the end of this, but I like that really heavy graphite just for mark making. And we might not see any of this, but it's a really good way to just kind of warm up and get yourself started. And I have covered the pages here on the edge with some dry wax paper, and I coated this whole thing with dry wax paper because we know when I stencil on this side, it's going to go right through that because we've already learned what that does. And then I might do some mark making on top, but I'm kind of feeling like we're going to do some great big, maybe swashes of color. So I'm going to just kind of open. Ooh, that one might not be good anymore. It's real thick. Oh yeah, that one's real thick. I'm going to have to set this one to the side and see. I got some white. I'm going to see what, oh, maybe this gray. I'm going to have to see if that can be fixed or not. Oh, here's a warm gray. Okay, I'm just going by, things that are kind of inspiring me today. Not looking for anything specific. Just want an abstract. Kind of want to play. Maybe do a few marks. Oh, here's one I don't guess I opened. Might even, I might get that gesso. I like white gesso because it works as a white paint and gives me some grit to my paint. So I may just put my white gesso down on a piece of palette paper. And that's just the Liquitex white gesso. And I've just kind of spread some of that out on a piece of palette paper here. And kind of thinking good abstract today. Let's see, maybe I'll use this. And so, I also got some So Flat raw umber. What if we start with some umber out here on the edges? And this is my Princeton Select Flat Wash 1-inch. I was thinking, bigger brush. I could get that to spread further. I'm going to put some clear gesso out. Now I like mixing my acrylic paint with the gesso because it just makes it, I don't know, it just makes it more spreadable for some reason. I love it. Makes it more spreadable, and it makes it where you can put stuff on top because it gives it that grit. But this is matte paint, so we'll probably do okay with the matte paint anyway. And kind of want to spread some more out. Well, let's get out our little Princeton Umbria ones here. because I can stick those down into our paint thing here. Ooh, already feeling inspired. I don't know about you, but this is feeling good, and we just got started. Whoa! Got a little bit of paint on the... Got a little bit of paint. What do I want to think about that? Do I want to see if I can get that off of there? Do I care? I mean, this could be the color of our stencil that we do, but I am trying to be careful not to get that on there. You know what? I think what I'll do, wherever I hid all my tape from myself, I hide things from myself. Oh, here it is, over here on the side. Like, where did I put the tape? I rearrange my little shelf right here behind us sometimes. To whatever it is that's exciting me in that moment, you know, at that time. And I've got it nice and organized for I can just grab stuff easily. Sometimes I move stuff and then I'm like, where did that go? It used to be right there. Okay, now, oh, do I love the way this gray looks in here? Yes, yes, I do. Okay, I like that. Let's see, maybe we want to do, and I'm not even going to worry about getting a little gray here in this kind of peachy color. Let's just throw that color out there. And I like working with opacities too. If you can get a real thin layer and then layer real heavy on top of that, that looks pretty cool too. Let's go in here with some pink. And again, I'm not even worried about getting a little bit of that in there. Ooh, let's mix this with a little bit of maybe white and maybe get some little coloring in there. Little coloring, little variation in the color. I just make up stuff if I'm talking and thinking at the same time. And another thing that I could do real quick before we get too far is we could do some mark making on this. We could do, you know what looks really good on this is, where is what I'm looking for? Well, we could use the back side of a brush. I could use I want something, ooh, let's get a palette knife. This paper makes really cool marks and lets you kind of almost go down into the paper with the watercolor. So I thought, let's see what it does with the paint. Look at that, we got some really cool texture right there. Oh, that's what I wanted. Not too much, just a little bit, kind of getting us started there. And then I've got this yummy blue. Let's put this one down into the blue. Ooh, got it way down in there. Got some white here. And then let's pull out our bowl scraper and see if we can move some of this around in a way that makes it less brush strokey. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, people. Look at that. This is so good today. So good. Oh, we're just going to call this a yummy, yummy paint day. Look at that. Let's do that. Look at that. Got some yummy marks. Just paint the edge and get some of those marks in there. This feels so good. Feels so good. Oh my gosh. I'm just, wow. Just like, oh, I just love it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just want to appreciate. Oh, just appreciate. Let's get some white in here. Maybe we'll spread that white out a little. Oh, yes. Let's do that right here. You know, sometimes a great big yummy abstract is just the way to go. I'm almost feeling like we're there on this side. Oh, yes, such a good one, such a good one. Okay, I actually do feel like I'm there. So let's throw the paintbrushes into the water. That's where I kind of save them until I can stop and go wash them out. But I don't want to stop our painting yet because I didn't even use that gray I pulled out. It was called Pure. No, I feel like we are right there. I don't want to do nothing to that. That is it. Okay, so now, if we're going to do a stencil on this side, let me get this tape back up. Do we want to do it in that yummy kind of gray color? I almost kind of do, because I got a little right there, and then that'll just pull that into that'll just blend it. Whatever we do, that'll just blend it. So let me grab some of those and I'll be right back. All right, so I've pulled out, these are, let me tell you, this little storage solution where I used these clear music sleeves for our big stencils, and then have them hanging over here on little shelf, little pant hanger things like this. This has been the best solution for the stencils, because now, hang on, I got paint right here that I'm running into. There we go. Because I can flip through and be like, oh yes, I like some of these on here, and that's exactly what I want to use. And I'm kind of thinking, what do you think about this crazy little thing? Because on the back side, I'm probably going to do, you know, a cut up art glued to the other side piece, because we know this is going to sink right on through to the other side, and it's not going to sink over in a way that's attractive. But I'm kind of liking the intricacy of this stencil and the simplicity, because it might look nice just next to this in one of these colors. So I was kind of thinking this gray. I'm going to move my gesso to the side. Get a little paint out there. This is the Blick Matte paint, warm gray, because I liked it right here and it looked pretty when I got it a little bit on the stencil. And so I'm going to get a little bit of tape and maybe at least tape it in down a little bit until we get to the bottom, so that it doesn't move all over the place on me. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. I didn't even use that, so let's put that back up there. All right, now got our paint. Oh my God, look how pretty that is. And we could change our mind. I could add to that. I feel like that's done. I could change my mind on, do we put anything on top of this gray? Or are we going to be happy with where this gray ends up? So we'll just have to decide. And the other pages that I've stenciled, I have gone back after the stencil and then cut the edge off, so that this is kind of a flap that looks like we inserted it into our book, you know. So I like that look. I'm feeling like that is going to be what I do here, because these stencils don't go, you know, edge to edge, and I'm okay with that. I could have tried to do that, but I like the when it's a little bit shy of the page when you cut that. Or we could have, you know, stenciled in the corners or drawn something in the corners. But I feel like for me, I like it when we go ahead and trim that down, because of the pages I've already done like that. I like it. And I could have done this with a paintbrush, but I don't. I like using my little sponge here. It's easy to get in there. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this. What do you think? All right, let's see what we got. Whoa. All right, we can hardly see it. Well, darn, the aubergine worked really good. Now I'm thinking we'll just set this back down and I will try again with another color on top of that. Well, shoot. That was an interesting lesson. I did like the gray. Now, whatever that is can just be like the shadow of the color I do on top. So I'm thinking this is the raw umber in the So Flat paint. It's the one I just happened to have out, so let's just go for it, and it is what it is. So now you know, light colors don't really show up. And maybe the aubergine is the only color that's really going to look good on something like this, because that did look so good when we did that. That dark purple on that one layout. And if it still don't work out, we could come back and do a junk art collage right on top of this. So don't despair. Like, don't get upset when you have something that doesn't quite do what you were thinking it should have done, because we have options. It's not done. And at the worst case scenario, you could always cut the page out of your book. So I just keep all those options open. And it's definitely going to maybe be a shadow because it's not perfectly lined up, but I'm okay with that. Because now we're just doing it for the what if. What if we did this? And we'll just see what we get. It's not a big deal. And the underpaint's still wet, so we're getting a little bit of mix up in the color too, so that's kind of fun. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we got it to show up this time. And if we didn't, don't despair. We'll do something else with it. Maybe not today, but we'll do something else with it. Let's see. Well, there we go. Okay. We saved it. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh, I was despairing a tiny bit, but fake bravado and just hoping you get it coming out right, but now it's coming out right. And I already know that I want to cut it because I just do. And you can see how this goes through to the back page. So you definitely need to have that paper there. And because I've already got an idea of what I'll just do for the other side with a collage piece glued down, because we've already done that before. This might be the other half of what we did before, actually. This piece that I'm cutting off, because it doesn't seem to be attached to anything here on the bottom side mostly. And we can, if we wanted to, we could even pull that edge and get that to fray at the bottom to give us a yummy edge and texture there at the bottom. I like it. I like it. All right, let's just go on forward over here. Oh, that made me happy. I was like, oh, okay, light color doesn't show up. And this didn't work out today. And we saved it. And we saved it. Okay, I like it. We'll shred that edge in a second. Let's just go ahead and cut this edge up here. Oh, look how good that is. Shred the edges because I want to. Look at that. There we go. Cut that right there. We'll cut that right there. There we go. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. That's where I wanted to end up today. What do you think? So now I can't wait to do something on this other side, and we will do some type of collage art here on the back of that. Maybe something I cut up like I did one of the other layouts, because I feel like that's my jam. And then we'll just see, you know, where we end up here on this set of layouts. But this is a happy paint day. I'm ecstatic where we ended up, and that 2 layers, one kind of shifted a little bit to make it look like a shadow under there. Definitely made this page beautiful for me. So hope you loved painting with me today and had fun on this layout. I can't wait to see what you guys are creating. You're welcome to join my art group on Facebook. And I'll link that below in the description along with all the supplies. And if you enjoy watching these videos with me, definitely hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.